I'm Tia Borden with MiningIR, and joining me is Santiago Yepez of Lucky Minerals. Santiago, thank you so much for joining me today.
It's a pleasure to be here. Of course, let's talk about mining.
Let's talk about mining. That's what we're here for. Can you give us background on your company?
Well, Lucky Minerals is a Canadian-based company. We are listed on the TSX Venture. We are a junior company. We just acquired an interesting mining project in Ecuador. We have around 12 contiguous concessions, around 55,000 hectares. We have all the permits. It's an initial exploration project, and we are developing good results until now.
And what is it like as a mining jurisdiction, and what is the infrastructure like?
Well, it is important first to mention that Ecuador is an unexplored country. That's the main issue. Ecuador has been issuing concessions until 2018. We have 55,000 hectares, so this is giving us an interesting position in the country. Unfortunately, since then, we have not seen any new concessions in the market. However, the president of Ecuador, Guillermo Lasso, has been giving a lot of support to the government, from the government to the country, to the industry, and of course, we're taking advantage of that position.
Can you tell us a bit about your flagship project?
Well, we have an interesting project called Fortuna, the Fortuna project. We have an interesting discovery in surface. We have been able to discover a big footprint of mineralization on surface. It is a big project, we must say. Right now we are trying to make it in 3 dimensions. So we have started drilling, and that's the purpose of the company. We have proven that we can drill on difficult conditions. We just had sectional elections, and of course, as you know, mining is a big point of discussion on elections. So we have been proving that we can continue moving forward and making a new discovery in the country.
And what are some catalysts that investors should be aware of?
Well, mainly that we're not talking about an idea. We have proved that we can drill. We will continue our drilling phase. It is not an hypothesis right now that we have something interesting. We are proving that we have something. We will continue drilling, and of course, the most important for a junior company right now is to get investors. Of course, the idea is to invite the investors to check our project in Ecuador, and of course, to invest in our company.
Santiago, can you tell us about your team?
We have an interesting team, mainly an Ecuadorian team. The best way to develop a project in Ecuador is with Ecuadorians that understands how the politics, how the things move in Ecuador. We have a different view. We have a really interesting point of view of how to do mining in the 21st century. We have started with dialogue with communities, with support to the communities since the beginning. We have created initially a project with an important study of anthropological situation of the communities, and then we have started with our strategy of intervention. So we are thinking differently, and that's our main aspect at the moment.
And what separates you from other junior mining companies?
Well, mainly our intention to do things on a proper way. Water is a very important point of discussion in South America, mainly in Ecuador. We are worried about water also. This is a thing that we jointly have a point of discussion with communities. So we have the same approach. We have the same needs about water. Of course, there is no mining project with good results. We have good results, but it's also important to have good results with communities also.
And what are you most excited about for the coming year?
Well, mainly continue drilling. We are having a big drilling campaign through the 2023. So let's see how it goes. We have demonstrated that we can do things on the proper way, that we have good results, and we have a good project to be discovered.
Santiago, let's leave our investors with this question. Why should they invest with you?
Well, mainly because Lucky has proven that we can drill on difficult conditions, that we have a different approach to communities, a different approach to the government, and of course that we have a very interesting project to be discovered.
Santiago, thanks so much for joining me today.
My pleasure.